Hello, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Marc.
And this is SmokeySteveAndMarc.
Yes, it is.
Welcome. Welcome back.
Yes, welcome.
Welcome back to Terra.
Yes, yes. And it is nice to it is really nice to see you.
Yeah, it was a very long couple days.
Yeah, very comforting, friendly faces is exactly what I needed right now.
Yeah. It's been, you try to work from home, you know?
Yeah. Oh, we'll get into that in a minute.
But,
we will. Because it was, well, you know, it's been a couple weeks, actually. A lot of stuff
it's been
going
while.
on, you know. Yeah. And we thought we would have a little more of a serious video tonight. We've been promising a real talk for a while, and we didn't do it last week because of kind of what we want to talk about, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, real talks are generally a little more serious.
Yeah, you look at a more serious topic. It's not a serious,
right?
You know, but it's a look at some more serious topics.
Mm-hmm. And ours it pretty much deals with mental health for the most part, you know, and we'll get you caught up on some stuff that's going on with us. But we thought we would start with something fun, actually.
Yeah.
How about that? Because we got a package. And not only that, this package came with a video.
Hey guys, hey fellow Smokies, Mira here. I just wanted to shoot a quick clip to Marc to let him know that the gift that they're going to be opening today is a little bit, requires a little bit of adjustment. So a updated version will be on its way out today. That is not for me. And should be in the hands of you guys by the end of the week. So feel free to show that one too once it arrives. And also I wanted to say thank you to Marc. And also all of the Smokies who commented under yesterday's video for the sweet birthday shout out. It was very nice and unexpected. And I did have a nice birthday. We really didn't do much special, but 18 was a long time in that rearview mirror. And I've earned all 52 of these years, so I'm gonna represent 52. This is what 52 looks like. But anyway, hope you all have a great week. I hope you're staying cool. It's a sweltering 97 today. We are having a heat wave in Chicago. So I hope wherever you guys are, you're staying cool. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. Love you guys and love you Smokies.
I think I know what this is. Oh, Mare. Here.
Okay, this is the message. Okay, you guys, this had better be it. Check buy guest book off of your to-do list. Much love always, Mare.
Mare, she got us a guest book.
Oh,
and these, I remember, oh, it's a little different. Engaged.
We didn't.
And we
did.
Look how nice. Oh my gosh. It's our star charts, and at the bottom. Okay, so that's that.
Well, thank you, Mare.
This keeps getting bigger and bigger because you know the date is the 22nd, and it was a change. It was a last minute change. Well, not
last minute, but
it was the original date, and then you know this is the second one because she sent us the first one that had the first date on it.
Yeah.
This was the replacement for that one.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, and then there's another one coming. This active memories.
Yeah.
Like years from now, like we'll be like, oh yeah, I remember it was COVID, then it was that, you know, like what happened?
What happened
during
those few years?
So but anyway, but thank you so much, Mare. We're keeping all of these, and they're all gonna be framed together.
Yeah,
this
we'll
is
frame.
great.
We'll
yes.
frame.
So, oh, how cool!
That's so nice.
I just can't. I'm sorry. It's just so bizarre because we only told. Well, you know, like I guess it was kind of set. The 15th.
15th was set. That's
it was
what we
set.
Were saying
it was
to
set.
folks.
It was. There was no mistake there. It was set. And then when I went to make the plans, like, you know,
you went to the venue.
You know, they're having major. They're redoing the restaurant and stuff, and it's falling on certain dates and this and that. And then we just decided on the original date, and it didn't seem like a big deal. That was the date we wanted at first, and then. And we didn't send invitations, or we didn't, you know, like it was nothing like that. But then, Aw, but then this came up. Oh,
That's so nice.
all
Yeah.
right. So enough
Enough-
jabbering about that.
jabbering.
We're gonna start some wedding videos soon too.
We
Definitely.
are, because now the time has come. We're June. It is in June.
Yeah.
So-
So to time it right, the 22nd of June, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would be 5 months to the wedding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that right?
Counting my fingers off.
Yeah, I know. I have to count too. You know.
Yeah.
So everything starts, y'all. The savings, the personal stuff that we kind of want to do, like losing weight and all of this, and that kind of brings us into what our real talk is about tonight. And
It does.
I mean, originally I was going to do one on Mondays with Marc, just myself, you know, and it was going to be called, you know, what was it going to be called? I can't remember. Oh, yes, I remember. Insecurities Exposed.
Exposed. Okay.
Because I have found when things happen in my life, when I become overwhelmed or what I get upset about or that bother me, it always goes back to some type of insecurity of some sort, you know? And that's pretty much what we were going to kind of talk about tonight, you know. I shared a little bit on the last Mondays with Marc, some things that were going on and some things that I was struggling with, and in relation to the wedding and insecurities and just general life stuff. My biggest problem is I can get overwhelmed very quickly with big things, little things. It doesn't even matter, you know.
Yeah.
And in my brain, it starts ruminating, but it's like an electrical current isn't meeting, if that makes sense at all. Like, I can't complete a thought. I can't make a decision. Things tend to get a little more confusing. I start having memory problems. And that's how it kind of manifests with me all the time. It's just bubbling inside. And a lot of the times I can't even pinpoint the one thing that's doing it, you know.
And it erupts from your body.
It does.
You're more sensitive, like no poker face. Like,
Yeah,
you
I
can,
know, yeah.
You can see it reflecting in your body. It's somatizing it or whatever they call it.
I know. I wish I was a little better with that, but, you know, hiding stuff. Because that's a positive thing to do.
Because if you look fine, you're fine,
You're
right?
fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But, and some things that were bothering me, you know, there's a lot of stuff happening right now in our lives here. Like here at home, the building is up for sale. Now, he's been wanting to sell it since I've
For 8
known the
years.
landlord.
He
right.
probably offered us to buy it when we rented.
He did. He wanted, he said, would you be interested in buying it? You know, which we weren't at all. And so, you know, that weighs on your mind. And, you know, it seems like there's a little more movement now because there's a real estate company involved that is contacting Steven to set up times. Can we see the apartment? Yeah, they want to see the whole building.
They
if
want to
they're
see the
going
whole
to buy
building
it,
for
you know.
purchasing, but they want to see our little hut too. And there's nobody at the moment in either apartment, downstairs or across the way. So.
Right. So, you know, that's, you know, on your mind. And then he did rent out the downstairs apartment. And for some reason, he's like, you know, they have kids. I'm worried that they're going to like stomp in your garden. Can you take your grill out of here? Can you move this, move that? I'm like, we've been here this long. It's never like.
I don't want to move it back when they invariably leave in 3 months.
In 3 months, right. We've seen 4 sets of tenants downstairs alone, you know, since we've been here.
Yeah.
But then you start thinking, you know, what type of people are moving in? Are we going to get along? Are they going to be loud? Are they going to, you know, so those couple things are weighing on you. And that type of thing messes with my sense of security and safety. And that's something that I've always fall back on my whole life.
Right at the bottom of Maslow's thing.
Yeah.
Is safety needs.
Safety and, you know, seeking that my whole life from a very young age. A lot of you know I was raised in a very unstable household. It was abusive and unstable. And so I was conditioned to feel that way, constantly seek like that person who's a protector, that space where I call home and safe and like my grounding place, you know? So like this is all kind of messing with that in a way, you know? And and when I said that it doesn't connect, the electrical currents doesn't, you know, none of this has happened yet. I'm already future tripping that everything that's going to happen is going to be bad.
Yeah.
I've already have decided to rip up the garden. I'm not going to do it anymore. I've already decided we're going to move instead of have a wedding like tomorrow.
Yeah.
I've already decided that, you know, all these bad things are happening. And not only that, of course they're happening because you don't deserve happiness. You deserve bad things. It turns inward. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then work has been stressful as well. We've been very busy. We're very short-staffed. There's some, you know, patients that are having crisis right now. And like a lot more work than I'm used to. Things like that, you know?
Yeah.
And part of that is because we're open again, you know, post-COVID.
face-to-face
Yeah, and
and
all
stuff.
the patients are coming in. So it's an adjustment period there. And so it's just, you know, like that kind of stuff. And then in addition to that, my physical problems. And I wanted to share that with you tonight. And then I'll turn it over to you.
Well, tough act to follow.
I just started. Well, I told him, I said I was going to say, the only way that I can get through this is to express, when you say it out loud, when things are hidden and then they're exposed, it takes the power away from them.
Exactly.
You know?
It doesn't have time to fester.
And all that. And then I'm sure that there are folks that can relate as well, you know, and for me, when somebody else shares something that's going on with them that I can relate to, it somehow makes me feel a little bit better. It makes me feel not so alone, you know, makes me, so I'm hoping, but y'all know I have some medical issues going on with the rheumatoid arthritis and things like that, and I've been having appointments and procedures coming up, and I'm, you know, the procedure I'm getting done is called this. I don't know if you can read that or not. And it's, I don't know if you can pronounce it, but that's the surgery that's being done on my knee, or the procedure or whatever that's being done on my knee, and it's
fun.
Yeah. And so you know, that's on my mind. And then the appointment that I had was canceled because the medication gel pack didn't come in. Still hasn't been rescheduled. They called me and said they're still waiting for this gel pack. I don't know, but I'm going to call them again tomorrow. In addition to that, and the major source of my insecurities are my teeth. I have bad teeth. I also was born with something that was called enamel hypoplasia. And so it's I've been dealing with this my entire life. As a child, I had procedures done in my mouth, crowns and enamel being put on, and so I have a history with the dentist at a very, very young age, you know, and I have a huge fear of the dentist too, that, you know, I know that I'm an adult, but I can't control it. Like I know that I need to control it, but it's hard for me. It's a phobia. It's some, even look, even just talking, I just get, I don't know.
You've challenged yourself before with dental work.
I have.
And
I've had it done before, yeah.
Of course, they had nitrous oxide.
They did, and that's one
Comfort
of my
measures are
stipulations.
important.
Some type of sedation beforehand, because I need extensive work done. Being a person with a substance use disorder for 10 years does not help at all.
Yeah, you don't go to the dentist a lot.
No, you don't, and it
ripping
weakens
and
your
running.
teeth. Being on the medications that I'm on right now for the RA really took a toll on them as well. So it's a huge sense of insecurity for me, you know, like laughing, ha 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 ha, covering, constantly being self-conscious about what I look like all the time, every day of my life. And it can just get to you too, you know, it can. And what set this off with this, especially the teeth thing, was when it was about a month ago, I was doing a Mondays with Marc. Right before I started filming, my front tooth broke off. And right in the front, and I'm like, oh my god, like, what do I do? I have to put a video up. So I just decided to make the video, and someone sent an email in noticing that I had lost a tooth in the front, and it kind of played on a fear.
Well, yeah,
everyone
I'm
sees
afraid
it
everyone sees it, and then somebody says they do, and you're like, see, I knew I was right all along.
I knew it.
Might as well be on CNN, Fox.
Yeah. And then it turns inward.
Yeah.
because I lost a tooth, I'm a bad person. Because I lost a tooth, I'm less than everybody else.
I should have
because
taken
I
better
did
care of my teeth. I'm not attractive. I'm not
all
desirable.
all of it, yeah,
Yeah.
right. And now look, I just want to, the email was not malicious, and I believe that it was not meant to be mean at all. It was how I took it. Why would you say something like that? Like, da, da, da,
Yeah.
I don't know. And that's what started everything else kind of snowballing. And then some things happened in the last couple weeks that it all piled together,
Yeah.
So I'm scared to death to go to the dentist. I'm scared to death to get the knee thing done. I'm scared, all that. So it's all adding together, and it makes me nuts,
Well,
and
that would do it.
yeah, no, it does.
That
But
would do it.
I have appointments in place. I am getting the work done on the teeth. I have a little fake prosthetic that they gave me that I put in the front to make it a little bit better, It's not like there's not action being done, but
Hurry up and wait is kind of just...
it's still,
Yeah.
But, so I mean, in a nutshell, that's the things that have been going on, ruminating through my mind. No matter what it is, it usually turns inward on me,
Yeah.
and without even realizing it. You know what I'm saying? And thank you. We always want to end on a positive note, so
Yeah.
we will. But and so that's the mental hangups kind of that I'm dealing with: overwhelmed, insecurities, and all of that turning inward stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, you're dealing with much the same. I mean,
A lot of the same.
A lot of the same stuff.
There's things at work that never used to bother me, which are getting on my nerves a little bit. But I've always liked my job, and I work from home like 3-4 days out of the week. But I don't know, I got my review and I got some feedback that I didn't think was great. They always check off exceptional on everything. I got average on something. And what I was average on was my attendance, that I had not gone over on my time, but I had missed work unexpectedly often. Well, I don't plan to wake up in a pile.
Right.
I can't tell you when an episode's gonna kick in and start. They're completely understanding of all of this. They're a really good employer, and they've worked with me for years. I've been there for 8 years. But things like that were pissing me off. Health
and let me
problems.
guess, you focused on that one thing that you took as negative, even though it's not really negative.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what's sticking.
All of
with
a
you.
sudden, it turns into, you know what? Tell me you don't appreciate my job without telling me you don't appreciate my job.
Yeah.
If it's... So that was kind of my feelings about it. And plus, also because I'm digging through my retirement to pull money out for the wedding. So looking at that, I'm thinking, God, we have a pension at work. It's incredible. They pay. I don't have to put any money in. But taking out of that, to me, even though it's for a really good reason, still cuts my retirement in half, because I hadn't saved a lot.
Until it's paid back. Right, yeah.
So, and I'm borrowing for myself at a low interest rate.
Yeah.
So I can pay it back, or pay back other cards, mine that have 20-some interest rates from way back when. And try to sort that out. Mentally, I'm there. It's okay.
Yeah.
Good day, bad day. Body, good day, bad day. I had almost a panic attack. I don't know what was happening, if it was psychiatric or physical, but it was right before Saturday's Live. I was losing my shit. And y'all aren't intimidating. You're sweet as pie.
Yeah.
But I couldn't, it looked like someone
focus,
faking one. It was so big. I had to sit on my hands for a while.
Panic attacks are very real, and I haven't experienced one, but I've heard people say that they literally feel like they're going to die.
Yeah, I've never had a heart attack, but a lot of people say it feels tantamount, because there's a lot of overlap symptoms. Incidentally, if you're not sure, take me to the hospital.
Definitely, I would. Yeah,
I'd rather be. It's.
We do have a good. We are pretty proactive. We do have a good program or proactive things to put into place should things like that happen. And I know when and when not to make decisions with him. I only had to do it once. I mean, I had to step in, but and that is very important, I think.
Yeah, it's important to have a plan.
And he has the same with me. I wouldn't, I trust him with everything with me, and that does give me some relief, and it does feel good. Support is extremely important. Even us just sharing some real talk tonight is a form of support.
Because I'm catching up on what's on your mind too.
With each other
any stuff
and with
we haven't
you,
talked
yeah.
about that you guys hear before me.
Yeah.
So it opens a discussion usually for us after.
Yeah.
Godzilla!
It's Godzilla!
Dun, dun, dun. So as far as my resolutions had gone, they were basically weight and nuts. So I finished off the one medication for 3 weeks now. It's okay. I've had periodic shaking, but it's a start. It was only the first drug we're doing. And then we're going on to Neurotin or something like that. We're going to tour the world.
Next, you're going to start another one.
Start another one going down.
Yeah.
And then every time I start to feel like not quite myself, I'm like, see, you are as crazy as everyone thinks.
Yeah.
You need all those meds plus more.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's me talking. Yeah. I'm like, why am I so mean?
Well, I also understand a lot of people with mental health issues, such as yours, have a genuine fear that you're going to go crazy and not come back.
That's my primary fear.
That's
more than death.
Yeah.
I don't think it's stupid. There's people who are more afraid of public speaking than death.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're not talking about making sense when we're talking about phobias and self-hate and things like that. So, my dieting is going well.
Your dieting is going well.
For about 2.5 weeks. I got on the scale last week, and I was like 232 before I started doing anything, and now it's 226.
Yeah, good.
So it's into the 20s, which I'm happy with. And I haven't had to starve myself. I never realized how thirsty I probably was. I've been drinking like 3/4 of a gallon of water every day, and only one soda. So there's that.
That's good. I'm proud of you for that.
Thank you.
Definitely.
So that part's moving along. It took a while, though, to get your groove with your eating.
Yeah.
Like, what do I like? What do I not like? What can I eat every day? What I can't? Because I eat similar stuff over and over because I already know the calorie measurements in my head. That's part of the eating disorder that wakes up when you diet. Or it was part of mine. So it's still a challenge for me to... I don't know the last time I picked up a package off a shelf and didn't flip it over to look at the back and just decided, I want Nutri-Grain bars today. I was like, am I allowed to have more than this many calories?
Are you allowed to have it, right? Yeah.
I told everyone I'm going to lose weight. If I stay fat, I'm Chantal.
Yeah.
I am Amber Lynn. I am, if I just make statements to try to be like, hey, come check out our channel where I'm lying about losing weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to do that either. Plus, this has been going on my whole life. My whole life.
I had dealt with this your whole
life. I had
life.
food issues before I had any other issues with another substance.
Yeah.
Fat kid with stretch marks. So something happened fast that I just blew up.
And you're, and there's a lot of insecurities and fears around what you're going through physically as well, and it's hard to watch. And that's another thing that adds to both of our worries, or another little thing on the list to worry about is watching the other person go through what they're going through and being helpless about it. Like there's only so much that I can do, but we've resorted to just being there for each other and doing what we can do for each other. And it's because one of my biggest things is is feeling totally alone. And I'm not. Like, reality dictates I am not alone. Hello.
You're not
alone. I'm not alone. I have my major, person here. And then, and I do have some friends that I talk to. I have you guys that I talk to. But
you have my parents now.
Yes.
Well, you always did. But
Absolutely.
now it's like on the record.
Yeah.
So.
But it doesn't feel that way when you're in the midst of it, and I would imagine it feels the same for a lot of people in that situation.
You don't want to be like attention seeking, and you don't want to.
Right. I was always taught, but never talk about stuff.
No, that's never dies. Whoever can suffer in silence the longest wins. We were Irish Catholic.
That's what I was raised too.
What prize you get, I don't know, but it's like bragging rights if you can deprive yourself and such. Like in any other space, like fasting would be part of an eating disorder, but apparently for a few weeks during Lent, fish is okay.
Yeah.
I never fish on Fridays. I don't know. Maybe it's a Catholic thing. It depends on your family. But we would have it every Friday.
Every Friday
we would switch pizza night to Friday night But then we couldn't get like pepperoni or anything. We'd get like shrimp on it or
just
something like that.
cheese.
Or just double cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember those days.
So, I mean, that brings you back a little bit. But yeah, dealing with the food thing, it's okay. I have one more test to get done before I see the neurologist. I have to go for a sleep study, which I sent them a message to schedule today. I would rather have 2 of each other procedures than 1 sleep study. I'd rather have back-to-back CAT scans, MRIs with all kinds of contrast, because I know I'm not going to sleep well.
I know. I know.
And I feel like, but then it's my fault if the test isn't, because I interfered with my own test.
See how it turns inward.
What's going to happen? The tech's going to, no, they'll just take more pictures. Yeah. But there's imposter syndrome piling it on with me too. So I'm in this position now where I feel like I'm playing sane. So
I would imagine that's hard. Yeah.
It's hard. Well, I mean, I was gay for years before I came out. Yeah. I mean, I know how to keep it to myself if I want to.
Yeah.
And dodge questions and things like that. But
I will say that the sleep study, there is a reason for it.
I know. They want to see what happens when I'm out.
When you're at a resting stage. I mean...
I don't disagree with its importance. I just
don't want to do it. I know. Yeah. I know. I can relate. I don't want to go to the dentist.
Like, I'll have to do it on a day. Yeah. The dentist I don't like the dentist, but I go. But I only go when something's wrong. It's like having a doctor. Yeah. Like, I don't go for regular checkups. We didn't grow up with money. My parents did take us to the dentist and even the orthodontist. Yeah. All cash. Yeah. For all of it, because no one in the family had dental insurance or orthodontic coverage or anything like that.
Which is a sad... I mean, a lot of Americans have no dental insurance. A lot.
No, your teeth and your eyes are not maybe medical. Your ears are not part of your body.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand that.
Special coverage. And even good dental coverage sucks.
Still sucks, yeah.
Good. Mine goes up to like, what, $1,000? And then I have to pay for everything.
Yeah.
Something like that. By the time I can get 1 root canal and I can get a crown, but it's going to cost me about $800 or $900.
Then you're in the position of deciding what health care you should be getting according to what you can afford. Yeah. And, that's unfortunate, because it adds to my worry, like, I have to pay for all of this, and so then that adds up just a little bit more to that,
I'm not as worried about that. Those assholes will never take me alive. Send those bills over. I pay them eventually.
I mean, I do pay them
if you talk to them, you can send them $15 a month as long as there's movement on it.
Yeah, so, you can. We're in I'm going to set all that up with the dentist ahead of time. Maybe apply for their credit, whatever. I have to, first of all, I have to see everything that needs to be done. Yeah. What is covered and what is my responsibility of it. Yeah. And then we'll go from there. But honestly, guys, I would rather just get all of my teeth ripped out and dentures. I know I can't afford implants for all of them. I know.
Oh, God, no, I can't.
There's no way. No. But I would, because at my age, with the medications that I'm on and, the medical issues that I have, they're not going to get better. They're not, if we save some of them, this and that, like it's just, but anyway, we'll see what they have to say, but, and,
I don't know. I have one left to get. I was able to cover one of the crowns and, the root canal with my flexible spending plan is what I use to pay for it. Yeah. And the most money that's in it is in June, because it comes in June 1. Yeah. So I always think right in June, like glasses. What are the big expenses that are medical? Right, so I can go to the doctor, I can do a copay, I can go to the dentist, I can get glasses, and I'd be able to pay for them with my flexible spending. It's such a good benefit.
Flexible spending is a good benefit. Yeah, I don't have that
taken out pre-tax, and it's up to $2,500. I didn't take that much because we ain't that sick. Yeah. But
I do have a loan on standby, that I'm deciding whether or not to take because of the dental work that needs to be done. And so we'll see about that. But those are all good things we have. These are things that we have in place proactively. Yeah. Again,
nothing is lingering and not being addressed.
Yeah.
I guess some things have more work put into them than others.
Yes.
But there's no like big lingering secret that everyone's tiptoeing around or anything. So,
but when you start to doubt yourself, that's a whole nother can of worms, Yeah. When I say like things turn inward, it just means it doesn't matter what could possibly be happening, it's my fault.
Mm-hmm.
And not in a get attention, pitiful kind of way.
Or like how you're devastated by some other tragedy that has nothing to do with you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very inward, and it's very attacking myself as a person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not like, oh, I'm a good person that has a medical condition. It's like, oh no, you got that medical condition because
Mm-hmm.
you're a bad person, kind of a thing, you know.
But your mother had a condition where she was mostly debilitated most of her life.
My mom had multiple sclerosis.
And you
Yeah,
didn't hate her.
No. My gosh.
You didn't think she was
no.
a burden and a waste of space.
No,
I'm
I
sure.
didn't. No.
So why would you think I thought you were?
Well, no, but that's what I mean. Reality dictates differently.
That's the thing. You can have a discussion
but
if everyone.
feelings and and I've learned long ago that feelings may not always be based in reality, but feelings are valid. They should not be discounted at all.
No.
When you put things on the back burner like that, they're still there.
Mm-hmm.
And if that burner is on, it will burn.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, but it's so very easy to do that.
Yeah, it is. Well, I have to say, the week is still going. The week, it never ends.
It never ends.
It's one week into
no.
the next and the next. All of a sudden, the last 3 weeks just flew by.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward. It's summer. Not looking forward to summer, but I'm gonna see if I can hustle it out of town trip.
Yeah.
From work, something on the company dime. Where I can go and learn about whatever, and they pay for it.
I do have one coming up that I'm like, see, I was excited about it, and in light of everything that's going on, I'm like, I don't even want to go. It's to Baltimore in
It's a
August.
national one. It's a big deal.
It's a big one. It's a big conference. It's 3 days long. It's it's Thursday to Sunday, and the company's sending me and that, so that it's nice. It'll be a nice break, and if you can get off, he's allowed to go. But we'll see about that. But it feels overwhelming. It feels like I can't think that, and I don't want to put that type of negativity onto something like our wedding, because that can very easily turn into something ugly in my head.
Invariably, at some point, I was thinking we'd have some sort of let's calm the shit down, discussion, because I think invariably we're going to start to get into it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm riding you, but I'm not doing anything, but it'll just turn out that way, and I won't say anything.
Yeah.
And then we'll hit a wall, and then we'll talk.
And then
we'll proceed.
Let's regroup.
And mobilize.
Yeah.
Chin up, eyes forward.
Yeah. And that's the best advice for anything like this is to stop, pause, get together, mobilize.
Yeah. In 12-step rooms, they say you can restart your day at any time.
At any time of the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have to do that sometimes. That is another good tip, actually.
Yeah. It's good for if you have a shitty morning. Like, most of my mornings are shitty. But, yeah.
And it just, waking up with a feeling of dread in the morning, that's another thing that just sucks, you know. Before you think anything else, you have a feeling of dread.
Yeah, like maybe I'll quit my job. In those 30 minutes where you wait to get out of bed.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll quit my job. Maybe we'll move.
Yeah.
And then it's time for reality.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah.
There's enough time to daydream.
Yeah. Because it's like this, it's like, okay, we don't like living here. We're going to move. And it seems like a solution. And then it's like, oh my gosh, we'd have to pack everything up. We'd have to find a place.
We'd have to move.
We have to find a place that has a cat. Where are we going to move? We're not going to be able to move. No one's going to rent to us. It just
we rented here.
Never ends,
Yeah.
I know. I was telling Steve the other night, in my whole life, I never had that much, a big issue, a problem of finding an apartment or finding a job. I've been very, very fortunate in those areas. I've been able to do those things. But yet, if I'm faced with that, I'm like, I will never be able to do that. I'm not capable of doing that. It's really, the negative self-talk can be overwhelming.
It is.
And and it needs to stop.
Well, I can think of a high note we'll leave it on.
Yeah.
Name one thing you like about yourself.
Oh, we're not going there.
Well, I'll do mine.
Therapist.
I have a nice voice. What about you?
You do have a nice voice.
Thank you. That's mine.
Okay,
What's
so
yours?
if it's cosmetic, I have nice eyes. I like
There
the
you go.
color of my eyes. They change colors.
Oh, I mean, being a humble and good person is also there too. But I mean, I'm just talking about the shallow stuff. So you have nice eyes. They change color, which is cool.
Yeah.
So-
different. It's neat.
Blue, green.
Blue to green. Yeah.
All
yeah.
right. Well, good. Those are the positive things we'll leave.
So
on.
if you guys are struggling with any of those things, definitely, you're not alone.
No,
and
not at
we
all.
could absolutely start a conversation in the comments, if anybody, especially if you need support.
Yeah.
There's so many wonderful people
Yeah.
on this channel that
on the level of peer, people who
Yeah.
maybe also have been through it and get it, not
Yes.
someone necessarily who's a professional trained in dealing with situations,
right.
but more like they went through it themselves.
Yeah, they went through it
and there's a lot of folks in
themselves.
there. Any twist of the mind you can think of.
Yeah,
you think you're so
right?
special till you tell YouTube, and 18 people are like, "Oh God!"
Yeah, right, right.
So
And then to always, I know I say, stay positive all the time, but I have found that if I can have positivity in my life, positive actions, positive reactions, positivity in my head, I can face things better, no matter what they are. So that's why we've always said, try, stay positive,
Yeah. It's an orientation. It's not like staying positive doesn't mean being happy about everything.
Right. No,
You know.
no. Oh, no, I don't mean that.
No, it doesn't mean it's a euphoria to
Yeah.
it. But
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I hope we made sense this evening. To me, I feel like I didn't make sense at all.
to me, I think you made a lot of sense, which either means we're both out
We're
of it.
both completely out of it.
Or
Well,
you-
they'll let us know.
Yeah, y'all aren't shy. So, well, I guess-
Hopefully we did, and I don't know. It wasn't really meant to give advice. I mean, I don't really have advice except for
No,
positivity, support.
Mhm.
Don't keep it hidden. Have a proactive plan with somebody you trust for the big things, the small things, and everything in between.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Absolutely.
well,
Well, thank you all for joining
yeah,
us.
thank you.
Thank you for being here. Please do subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You'll get alerts when we have new videos and go live. You can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram. Our email and contact info is also listed below. Thank you again, and we will catch up with you very soon.
Oh, yes, we will. It was really,
Very
really
soon.
nice spending time with you this evening. Thank you for listening. And I don't know. I have to say I feel better after talking.
Mhm.
I do.
I
With
do.
you and with everybody, really,
Yeah.
for real. So thank you very, very much. And you have a great, great day. And we'll see you next time, okay? And remember, stay positive. Bye, everybody.
Bye.